Right, hi there YouTubers, welcome back to my channel, Workshop Fun. Today I'd like to post another update on the caravan, once again starting on the outside. So I have been busy over the last couple of weeks since I last posted a video on the caravan, or week, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, we'll start off with inside the toilet. Simple thing, but not simple. Ran the wiring for the flush system for the toilet, and that's going all the way to the other end of the caravan, up to my fuse box next to my inverter, so just keeps it all in one place. So that's all ran today. That was a big job. I actually used an old 3-core extension cord. Now, since you last saw these new hatches on YouTube, I have buffed the shrouds, so that's the checker plate, and cleaned off all the excess silicone and just got everything looking nice again. I've also done something on the inside of this hatch, but I'll show you that soon. Okay, moving right along. I spent a lot of time cleaning these two vents down and then sanding them gently, and then using a plastic spray and giving them a good paint, and they all matched each other now, and they sort of match in with the caravan better. Just looks nicer, way nicer. Yeah, so I'm very pleased with that. That's come out great. Once again, checker plating here, all buffed and cleaned, and ages spent doing that on both of these, panels, but it's come out looking nice. I can close that off. Tidied up all in here, cleaned all the wiring a bit too after getting muck on them. I also built this new plug panel, and I guess you'd call it a plug wall or whatever, but I installed a double plug while I was at it. So basically now, if I'm working on the outside of the caravan and I just need a plug, I can simply tip open the access hatch and boom, there's a nice plug available right there. So that was great, and this actually came out really nice. Spent a little bit of time on that, fussing around getting it nice and fitting in a lot neater than the old one did, and it's way sturdier too. So that's nice, and that's all done. I can close this up now. Right, so we'll come right around to the inside of the caravan. Okay, coming right along. Another thing that I've done today is I've made it so the fridge can fit underneath the sink now. So that's all done. Still work to do to make sure the fridge is accommodated properly, but the hard donkey work is done now. So that's really nice, and it's lovely to see it fitting underneath there. That was a bit of a tight fit, but all fitting in there nicely. So the other thing I've done since last posting a video on YouTube is the panel on this old, what would you call it, management system for the caravan was just a horrible old faded yellow, so I repainted that to match all the other nice work that I've done underneath here. And I think I showed you in the last video, I took the old stuffed 12 volt charger right out of this, and there's a lot more breathing space in there now, so I guess that's good. Yeah, nothing much else has been done down here. That's all, just tickety-boo. There's you can see faintly just where I'm pointing there is the toilet flush system wiring, and that is hooked up here, but I haven't got a fuse in there at the moment or connected to the toilet, but I have tested it It's working great. So, coming right along, the other thing I've done is installed a residential inline filter for my cold water tap on the kitchen sink. So I won't have a separate separate tap for the filter. I'll just have, this tap here for, everything. Does the hot water, cold water. So the cold water coming out of that will always be filtered. I'm just keeping these covered up right now because while this is a work site, whatever. Yeah, so okay, so that's all, done. That took a while too. All these little things, they take ages to sort out. Just ages and ages. Okay, like I didn't explain, but to get that fridge to fit, because that is strictly a 240 volt fridge and it's bigger than the old gas electric fridge, I had to rip out all the shroud, all the woodwork in behind there to seal up the fridge for the gas. So that's all come out now, and now this fridge can fit in there. And I'll just work out something to stop draft getting through using some seals and stuff. Once this is a bit more complete in here with the floor and all that. Okay, coming right along, I have now hardwired the hot water cylinder in rather than having it plug in. I didn't like the idea of a plug being down on the ground there, just in case water got spilt or anything. So that's just hardwired in now. Although in saying that, the hot water cylinder is unplugged at the moment through this plug. That's the caravan's plug system there that hides behind the panelling up in here. And yeah, so you can't accidentally turn the electric element on right now. The other thing I did today, which was a big job, is I installed this light. So once again I bought a nice double plug, but this time I bought a double plug with the middle switch, and that's really handy because now when it's dark time and say I need to access this hatch, I just simply turn the middle switch on and on comes the light. That's great. So I'm pleased with that. I now have a under storage light, and yeah, you can see what I did with the hatch. Doesn't look the nicest, but that is wall installation. So that's been I used a spray adhesive and glued that on, so won't go anywhere, and will keep that large surface area warmer. Given the fact that that's directly underneath my bed, it's kind of a nice thought that it's as warm as it possibly can be. So now moving right along, I haven't really done much in the bathroom. Just, you can see, that's where the wiring pops out. So I had to run that all along. That was a nightmare. But anyway, that's done now, thank goodness. But there is one thing I will come back a bit. I don't think this was in my last video, but I put that access hatch on under my bed, once again in the hallway inside the caravan, so that way I can access underneath there without having to lift the bed up, because it is actually quite heavy to lift that up all the time, and also it's kind of a nightmare because you end up messing your bed up and everything. It's just not very pleasant. So yeah, that's all done, and that took a while because even once I installed it, I had to spend ages cleaning that particular hatch up, because I was going to use that on the outside of the caravan where my inverter access hatch is, but I decided against that and decided to go with the Ranger ones. So I had this spare, but I'd already ran sealant all around this and it made a total mess when I removed it. So putting this in, I had to also spend ages cleaning the brand new access hatch up again. Oh, what a nightmare. Anyway, that's all done, and that was all just a fiddly time consuming job once again, but well worth it when you see the end result. I mean, things are all coming together now nicely. I don't think there's much else I've done. I mean, doesn't sound like heaps, but it's been a lot of work. Yeah, it's just been, I've sort of altered a bit of the plumbing to suit the new hot water cylinder. I got some more bits coming for that. So yeah, I can't update on that much at the moment, but yeah, everything's coming along. So as normal, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, and I hope everybody has a nice evening. Thank you very much. Bye.